We're talking to former Senator Richard Dick Gordon. Good afternoon, Senator. Thanks for joining us on StoryCon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Idol.
Nakamute po kayo.
Sir, nakamute kayo.
Nakamute po kayo.
Good afternoon.
There you go.
Invite me, and I'm very happy
Ayan
to
na, okay na.
Yeah.
Okay na.
Ano po? Let's start with ano?
Yeah.
Sir, anong tingin niyo sa nangyari sa Blue Ribbon? Considering that you had a long experience with the Blue Ribbon Committee, tingin niyo sa Blue Ribbon, si Ping Lacson had to step down. Do you agree with what Ping thinks he had to do?
Siguro mahalaga ay anong tingin ni Senator na nangyari?
It's very unlike Ping to do that.
Yeah.
I think Ping could handle the investigation. He's a seasoned investigator, and he does his homework. And I'm surprised why he will allow himself to lose his energy because of some senators who are probably worried that they're going to be found out. So I think he should get back right away.
But you were Blue Ribbon Committee Chair for a long time, Senator, and I mean, talk us through yung pressure from your colleagues because, of course, you have to maintain a semblance of collegiality, right?
He means stability.
Oh, civility.
Actually, I never really cared. I never really minded because my attitude in my whole life is when you take an oath, you must make sure that you swing that bat, and you must not be afraid, and you must go ahead and do what you have to do. That's why if you look at all my reports in the Blue Ribbon, these are unafraid conclusions. Unfortunately, the people who are supposed to file the cases, and even if we did file some cases, they were unafraid to file the cases. And that's really the story of this country. People in government look behind them to see, okay, baka yung presidente ito, baka magalit ang presidente sa akin kung ifa-file yan. And that's where the crux of the matter lies. Takot ang mga dapat mag-file. Kung takot sila, dyan natin dapat pupwersahin na sila gawin nila yung trabaho nila. Every time when I was investigating, I would call the attention of the ombudsman. You can motu proprio right away. Pag nakita nyo, mali na yung ginagawa, motu proprio, you can do an investigation right away of your own. Yung money laundering council, kita nyo yung family. Halos araw-araw na ginawa ng Diyos, bilyon-bilyon ang nilalabas at one time. Abay, ang kanilang kapital ay 625,000 lang. At kung titignan ng ombudsman yung trabaho niya, talagang hindi pwede yun. They were financially and they were incapable or unqualified. Wala pa rin. Kaya ngayong mga panahon na ito, ang pagkakataon ng bayan na talagang dagukan lahat yung hindi nagtatrabaho because you commit a crime by not doing what you're supposed to do. It's called you commit a crime by dolo or by culpa.
Yeah. Pero di ba, Senator, ang kaibahan sa sitwasyon ngayon, yung posisyon ng ombudsman ay nakadikit doon sa survival ng Senate President. Ibig sabihin, kung totoo yung mga lumabas more than a week ago na some members of the majority ay nagpaplanong umalis sa majority dahil hindi sila masaya sa conduct ng ombudsman, then the Senate President will be changed.
Blue Ribbon Committee, hindi ombudsman.
Hindi, ombudsman pala. and eventually, the Blue Ribbon will be changed. Diba?
Even yung conduct ng chairman ng Blue Ribbon.
Blue Ribbon.
Yes, may mga senador na nagreklamo, nagpaplanong umalis sa majority dahil sa conduct ng Blue Ribbon. At kung hindi nag-step down si Senator Ping Lacson, baka natanggal din si Senate President Soto. Yun yung, di ba, yung kaibahan at this point.
Dapat harapin ng bayan yan. Kung ganyan klaseng mga senador natin, natatakot sila, ayaw nilang umabante, then matatamaan sila, then they're guilty as sin. I'm not judging them, but kung yan ang ginagawa nila, nagtatransaction sila dyan, papalitan nila ang Senate President to the prejudice of the entire country, then they should really be removed. At dyan tayo dapat magsabi, yung mga luko-luko dyan, mag-resign na kayo.
Hindi magre-resign yun, Senator. Saka sabi naman nila, yun na nga ang sabi niya nun, pwede pa namang tuloy-tuloy pa rin si Senator Ping Lacson na mag-imbestiga and he can still talk, privileged speech, and he will continue with this investigation. Kasi alam naman natin yan, kapag nagpipresenta ng kaso niya, kumpleto yan meron yung PowerPoint, meron lahat-lahat, at pinapangalanan lahat. So matutuloy pa rin niya yun without compromising, yun naman ang sabi ng mga tao, no? Without compromising the Senate President, na alam naman natin na malapit sa kanya.
I disagree with you. Kung ang tao talaga magpapakita ng silakbo ng loob at harap doon sa Senado, you can shame them into resigning. Kailangan talaga meron na tayong ganyan. Kung ayaw nilang gawin ang trabaho nila, they have no business staying 1 second longer in the Senate. Kung gagamitin nila yan para takutin na magkakaroon nila reorganization, and you know what a reorganization means, panibago na naman, that's delay again. Ito ang masamang intention niya mga yan. I have no basis for saying that because parang speculative yan eh. Sinasabi lang nila they're unhappy with the leadership, they will change it. Hindi ba yun ang essence ng problema natin? Ang ating gobyerno ay transactional lahat, may kapalit lahat. And when we see that, we should call a spade a spade. Kaya nga ng Supreme Court ng araw, when you see a monster rear its ugly head, you should cut off its head right away.
Hindi yan magre-resign, Senator. Ano na lang tayo? Punta na lang tayo doon sa ombudsman bago ombudsman Anong inaasahan niya? Because you forwarded the recommendations for formally, no? But I'm sure nakulangan kayo doon sa trabaho ng former ombudsman, although you told me kung bakit gano'n na nangyari. Pero ngayon, ano yung inaasahan niyo sa bagong ombudsman?
Isa na yung kaso dyan, no? Ang dami-daming makita mo, if you go back not only sa formally but other crimes that have been perpetrated, I think Mr. Remulla will have his hands full at uusad din. Lalo na yun sa family, very, very clear ang kasalanan ng presidente. Inamin niya pa mismo. Sinabi niya pa ako rin nagnakaw nung araw. Sinabi niya pa ako nagpa-transfer ng pera. Pinalipat ko sa PSDBM. Siya ang nag-appoint ng mga PSDBM. Pinagpatanggol niya pa yan. Siya ang nagtatanggol kay Michael Yang na mabuti raw tao na yan raw ay nagpapasok ng investments. Lahat siya magpapatunay na talagang pinagtatakpan niya. At makikita mo, technically, pag hinanap mo yun sa family, makikita mo talagang walang kalaban-laban niya mga yan. You cannot give a contract to somebody who's totally unqualified financially and legally. Hindi mo pwedeng ibigay yun. Yun lang, madadali na yung mga yan. Pero bakit malakas sa loob nila? Dahil nakatakip sa kanila yung Pangulo ng Pilipinas na kaibigan ng Pangulo ng Pilipinas yan. So, now is the time for all good men to come together because if we do not do that, then forever Amber the Filipino is going to be victimized by these people.
What exactly are you saying here, Senator Gordon? Are you saying President Duterte benefited from the family transactions?
I'm saying that he is part and parcel of the conspiracy to fleece the country of at least 11 billion to 47 billion in the family scandal. He tolerated
May
it.
dadagdag pa ba, Senator?
He appointed the people. Umabot kami doon sa 11 billion. At kung papakita ko sa inyo, yung recital, nung lumalabas sa pera araw-araw, isang araw maglalabas ang 2 billion, 1 billion. Abay, magugulat ka. Hindi ba dapat kung matino yung presidente, uy, bakit kayo nagbabayad ng ganyan? Sikin nyo sa AMLA, saan galing ang pera yan? At makikita nyo, pag pinakita natin yan, malalaman niya, halimbawa, on May 8, 2020, namili sila naglabas sila ng 3.82 billion. 3.82 billion. On June 9, naglabas sila 2.87 billion. On June 10, naglabas sila 245.846 million. Ang lalaki ng pera. Now, sipin mo, meron tayong money laundering. Ay ba, dapat galing ang pera niya sa land bank. Government corporation yan. Kayang-kaya ng ombudsman, kayang-kaya ng tinatawag nating AMLA na pasukin yan at hulihin kagad. Bakit hindi ginagawa? Takot kay President Duterte. Ang signal doon, puproteksyonan niya yan. To the point na minumura niya ang Senado, minumura niya lahat kami, ay talaga makikita mo, matatakot ka talaga. Dahil dinadaan niya sa panduduro, intimidating. At pag ikaw na-intimidate, ay talo ka na.
May dadagdag pa ba siya ngayon? Because naka-file na yung di ba, family case. May dadagdag pa ba si President Duterte? Because yung yung report mo sa Senate Blue Ribbon, hindi pinirmahan ng mga senador, di ba? Dahil kasama siya. Dahil kasama siya. Pero ngayon, pwede pa siya idagdag?
Yes, it doesn't matter because lahat ng ebidensya doon was taken under oath. So you can confront the witnesses. You said this. Oh, under pain of perjury. Dali ka. So, hindi porke hindi pinirma nyo, walang silbi yun. It's under oath, so dapat habulin siya.
Your report was completed, was it 2021, Senator? Or
I believe so. I believe so.
2021. So valid pa yon until today? Pwede pa yon habulin ng ombudsman?
It doesn't die because the statements are there. And the statements say that all these statements were made by the people involved in Farbali. Kawawa nga si Duque. Si Duque, dapat nag-resign siya nung pinipilit siya hindi siya makapag-resign. Takot rin siya. Dahil pinipilit siya, sinasabi ng presidente, ako nag-utos sa yan. Kahit sandali niya, akong bahala. Ginagano niya You can see in the testimony of the president, araw-araw, lumalabas siya sa TV. At sinasabi niya, walang kasalanan ng mga tao ko, akong bahala. Ayan. Di ba gano'n rin doon sa killing ng mga Pilipino? Ang sinasabi niya, sige, patayin niyo yan, akong bahala. I will protect you with my life. Hanggang sinakay siya doon sa aeroplano. Sabi niya, I did it. O ngayon, I did it. Ngayon, papahingi sila ng pagkakataon na mailabas siya. At magkaroon siya ng furlough. My gosh, I mean, ano ba naman tayo? Talaga bang gano'n na tayo kaulok? Gano'n na tayo kauto-uto? Gano'n na ba tayo kabobo? My gosh, I mean, there has got to be some sign that we are a country that stands its ground. I was having lunch kanina with the ambassador from Korea and we're talking about a fellow by the name of Captain yung hero doon sa Korea, Conrado Yap, and he gave his life there. Sabi ko nga nung mag-speech ako doon sa Pep Talk, ano sasabihin ni Conrado Yap? I gave my life fighting for our Philippines and for Korea, and now babalik ako, ganyan kayo, hindi kayo lalaban. Nakakahiya talaga tayo.
I'm guessing because of your experience in investigating the Farmally scandal, kaka-mention niyo lang po ng Land Bank, no, sir? I'm guessing it wasn't a surprise to you to hear na the name Land Bank come up again in this investigation. Kasi yung issue right now...
Ang Land Bank is the depository of the country. Lahat ng perang ibabayad nanggagaling sa Land Bank. Kaya magulihin yan. Even now, you don't even need this witness protection. Habulin mo lang yung money trail. Mapapakulong mo na si Alcantara. Mapapakulong, pati si Bonoan, mapapakulong mo. Ba't hindi tinatawag si Bonoan? Paano man nangyari ito, di ba? Ang dami niyo sinasabi. Sa Senado, ang batas, pagka nagawa na yung budget, dadaan yan doon sa Bicameral Conference Committee. Wala yung small committee. Ang pipirma niyan, yung Committee on Finance na Senado at yung Committee on Appropriations. Kung may nagpasok doon, alam nila yan. Hindi na pwedeng hindi i-deny nila yan. Hindi naman porque may nagpasok doon, mali. Ang kailangan lang malaman kung yung pinasok ay hindi ginawa. At hindi na nga ginawa, binayaran pa. Nakakasyak Tingnan mo, gano'n tayo katongo, ang tawag ko dyan, tongo. Sino mo, kumating ang presidente sa Ilog, o dito, may project dito. Binayaran nila pero walang nagawa. Anong ginagawa pa ng NBI? Ano pa ang ginagawa ng Ombudsman? Ano pa ang ginagawa ng COA? Dapat gumalaw na sila. Wala Hihintayin pang mapuwersa. Bakit? Natatakot palagi sa susunod na eleksyon. Doon lang sa mga lumabas dati. Dapat mahuli na lahat yung mga nagnanako. Takot tayo sapagkat ayaw nating itaya ang katawan natin para sabihin natin, ito, ginagawa nila yan. Okay, tingin sa akin, ang ginawa nila. Kala ni Duterte, pag tinanggal niya ako sa Senado, happy siya. Happy ako, thank you very much. But the point is, kayo ang malungkot because ano nangyari? Puro mga kalokohan na nangyayari ngayon. Tawa ng tawa si Senator Llamas, nakikita ko siya.
Pero sir, kasi however you look at it, ang liit ng margin ng majority. I mean, si Tito Soto got 15 votes. And actually, all you need to do to change the leadership is 13 votes and then you have majority already. So very, very slim majority. I suppose ang reason dyan is takot sila na all it takes is 2 people to jump ship. And then you have a completely new bloc already in charge of the Senate, which could shape how things go and what direction the investigations go.
Ed, kung gagalaw ang ombudsman, natatanggal ng ilang mga senador kagad. Tama o hindi?
Tama.
Di ba babawasan rin majority ng mga luko-luko? Di ba? Kung matapang ang presidente, at sinasabi ko presidente, dapat labas na yung tapang niya at sabihin niya na doon sa mga ombudsman, kasuhan nyo na yan. Di ba? O speedy trial. Kunyari, nakalagay sa Constitution, everybody is entitled to speedy trial. Wala. Binabagalan ninyo tinapayagan natin, talagang kawawa tayo.
Pero tingin niyo ba,
Pero
Senator,
kaya bang
matapang yung
isuspindi
presidente?
ng ano?
Tingin niyo ba, Senator, matapang yung presidente para gawin yan?
Hindi. Kailangan matapang yung ombudsman. Dapat alam ng batas. Wala mong batas. You can file the case right away.
There's enough, there's
Pero
enough.
kapag halimbawa sinuspindi yung senator, pwede bang suspindihin ng ombudsman and the senator will stop working?
Yan ang sinasabi
Hindi,
nila.
no?
Hindi pwede. Yun ang kanilang ruling
Hindi
The
pwede.
John Villanueva ruling.
But not above the law. He can be asked and hailed to the ombudsman and he can be tried. And right away, there is a lot of evidence. At pagka ginawa mo yan, pagka ubangal siya at tatanggalin niya yung Senate President, huling-huli, tanggal ang kanyang maskara na nagmamalinis siya, huling-huli siya, mapapahiya siya. Yun ang dapat natin matutuwan sa ating bayan.
Kasi sir, there was this 2016, hindi pala ruling 2016 issue with Joel Villanueva. He was ordered to be suspended, taken out of the Senate by Ombudsman Conchita Carpio Morales for a 2009 pork barrel case. The Senate ruled and voted na the Ombudsman has no power over members of the Congress or the Senate, and only your colleagues can do that.
That's fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks. Ang bobola yan. Nobody is above the law. Sacrosanct yan. Hindi ka pwede isuspindi, pero pwede siyang kasuhan. At kung bibilisan ka agad, ang daming testigo, at meron na siyang conviction, kung totoo yun, pwede na siyang tanggalin.
Okay. Well, ganito na lang.
Pero tuloy-tuloy ang trabaho.
Hindi political will yan. Justice ang tawag dyan.
Pero pag wala pang
Senator, a
penalty.
lot of the incumbents right now, kaklase nyo din po sa 18th Congress, no? Amongst the names that were dropped during the Blue Ribbon Committee hearings and the House hearings, nagulat ba kayo by any of them?
No, alam mo kasi tayo ngayon uso isasama yung pangalan mo, guilty ka lang. That's wrong. Equally wrong yon. Yung sinasabi ko, pag kami ginawa ka, dapat parusahan ka. Pero mali rin yun, sabi mo, sinabit lang yung pangalan mo, wala namang katibayan, guilty na kagad. No. Hindi porque ikaw ay may nagpasok ka na tinatawag na insertion, guilty ka. Ang masama, kung yung insertion mo, hindi ginawa at kinuha yung pera. Masama, ginawa pero kulang. Mapapatunayan yan. Ba't tayo natatakot doon? We should do that, di ba? Can you imagine? Ano pa ba kailangan? Sinabi, inamin na nga ni Alcantara. Natatawa ako, sasabihin niya, hindi ko nakita. Ay, mapadala ka lang ng drone. Kaya-kaya mo magbigay ng kotse doon sa simbahan. Magbili ka lang ng drone. Muntahan mo yung ginagawa, makikita mo kung may ginagawa doon, huli na. Wala lang gusto talaga. Dahil talagang puno ang kanilang bibig ng pera. Hindi sila magsasalita.
Pero di ba, Senator, with our present justice system, ang bagal ng proseso para mag-convict with finality. So, habang ikaw ay hindi pa nako-convict, practically senador ka pa rin. No?
That's a given, but it doesn't have to be slow. There is continuous hearing of cases. Kung ang piskal mabilis at talagang yung ombudsman mabilis, papibilisan yan. Magagawa yan. Dami na natin kasong ginawa yan, di ba? Na marami na rin nahuli nung araw na mabilis ang trial. Yan ang hinihintay ng tao. Konting bilis, sir, para makita natin may laban. Kung mabagal, talagang nawawalan ng loob ang tao. Hindi porque, kung sa Presidente ng Amerika, na-impeach si Nixon, he had to resign. O, di ba? Bakit dito hindi natin magawa yan?
Well, to be specific, sir, si Jingo Estrada was convicted for 1 count of bribery and 1 count of indirect bribery, pero a few months later, it was overturned by the Sandigan Bayan on appeal.
Nabasa niyo ba yung column ni Randy David? Lahat tayo sinisisi niya. Media turned the other way. The people, the church, took money at wala na sila, hindi na sila makalabas. Yun ang problema natin Hindi porque ginagawa nila yon, they can get away with it forever. Dapat natin, mali ang ginawa nyo. Okay, you can do it once, Sabi nga na, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, fool me twice, shame on me.
Yeah. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Shame on you, di ba? Yun na sinasabi ko eh. Bakit ba, ano ba? Lahat naman mamamatay, takot ka ba? Kaya nga ako napunta sa politika dahil binarilan tatay ko eh. Tinatakot kami lahat ng araw. Wala eh. Nilabanan ko yan. 4 na beses pinagtangkalan tatay ko. Lumaban ako. Laban kami ng laban. Kaya nga, hindi ba pati yung riding in tandem, tinanggap natin, binabaril ang tao sa kalye. Wala naman nagbabago. Nilagyan ko ng malaking plaka, inatake pa ako. Okay lang. O pinatalo nyo ako. Di pag namatay kayo, disisihin nyo sa sarili nyo. Pinalaki nga yung plaka. Tagal-tagal ba bago gawin. Pero ngayon, may plaka na. Makakuha ka na ng 3 number yun. Matitrace na. Kung hindi alam ng tao na matitrace yung plaka, talagang wala tayong laban.
Senator, anong tingin nyo sa ICI? Dahil ito ngayon yung main investigating body na itinayo ng presidente. All eyes are on it. Pero parang it's jogging in place. From your vantage point, tingin nyo ba yung layunin para sa pagtayo ng ICI ay nagagawa? Lalo na kung possibly itiklop nila yung Blue Ribbon Committee investigations or hearings.
Sa akin, it's too early to tell. Let them do their job because they have to answer to the people. Let the Blue Ribbon do its job. Let the Congress do its job. That's their function. If they don't do their job, then they should be condemned to eternity. Yung ang problema natin. Hindi pa natin natatapos, sinisira na natin ang ating loob. Dapat, talaga naman, sa totoo lang, I'm a lawyer. Anong laban ng ICI? They cannot even issue a warrant of arrest on their own. They cannot issue a subpoena. They have to go to the NBI and ask for, pwede ba, isuhan nyo ng subpoena, hulihin nyo yan. They cannot even arrest anybody. Yun ang problema. Now, if you go to Congress, will Congress grant them the powers? Di ba? I think medyo nagkulang doon ang advisor ng presidente. But, if we go there, if there are rallies in front of Congress, I remember when I was in UP, yung laban natin sa non-constitutional, non-partisan constitutional convention, we were, January 26, January 30, we were in front of Congress. There was public pressure being done. Why do we allow only the rich to impose, yung interest groups, yung sila lang ang nakaka-pressure? Bakit ang tao hindi gamitin yung pressure?
But I guess yung issue namin at the moment, Senator, is the ICI refuses to open up the proceedings. Lahat closed door, wala din access yung media. They say it's to avoid trial by publicity. On our side, of course, we want to see complete transparency for the whole process, no? Where do you sit on this?
I stand on what they want to do. They want to do that, they're taking a risk. If they don't want to conduct the trial on the basis of a public investigation, mahirap yan. Ako, I never negotiate in public. Mahirap kasi. Hindi ka tapos, inaakusahan ka na. So, but if nothing happens there, then they have a problem. A former justice of the Court of Appeals there, Supreme Court. You have Babe Singson, whom I know is an honest man with integrity. I know that there's somebody there from SGV. I don't know her, but I think she's quite good. So why don't you let them go? In the meantime, may I ask a simple question? You are all learned people. Hindi ba pwede nang kasuhan yung mga tao na hulihan ng mga kotse, yung nagsauli ng kotse? Hindi ba pwedeng unti-unti natin, one at a time, nakahuli ka ng isda, reel it in. Hindi ba pwedeng kasuhan na yung mga binanggit at para masabi, magpaliwanag na kayo dyan. Di ba? Wala Puro tayo salita. Dada ng dada. Let the government do its work. If we don't let them do its work and say, baka wala mangyayari dyan, ganun tayo. Well, that's a time when they don't do their work. That's a time they are really testing the patience of the public. And if you allow them to cow us, we don't deserve to be citizens of this country.
So, Senator, ang tingin nyo...
si Mayor Magalong dun sa ICI, umalis na nga Dahil mukhang he struck a nerve daw, saka he struck a nerve and he got too close to home. Meron masama yung insinuation nun And it doesn't look good on the ICI na mukhang nagkakaroon ng ng mga under the table deals. Yun ang impression nun, kaya nga yung mga tao ngayon, i-open yun na yan para walang ganung mga... Para nakikita namin kung ano nangyayari.
Well, let me ask you a simple question. That's unproductive. Sasabihin niya na, meron siyang rason. Dapat sabihin niya kung ano yung rason na yan. On the other hand, I remember hearing, he's a friend of mine, bakit hindi mo sabihin yung mga cat eyes doon sa highway may overpriced? Ba't di pa natin final yun? Tagal-tagal na natin sinasabi yan eh. Yung mga barandilla sa highway, overpriced. Ba't hindi pa pinafailan? Walang mangyayari kung sigaw lang tayo ng sigaw. At walang mangyayari kung sinasabi mo yan, tapos yung ombudsman, tinatawanan ka lang, samantalang they can do motu proprio investigation right away. Samantalang we can say, oh, bakit ombudsman, nanonood ka lang? You're a spectator? That is your job. Motu proprio means you can do your own investigation based on what Mr. Magalong is saying na yung cat eye is overpriced. Tingnan mo kagad. O di pag tinignan mo, hindi, walang overpriced. Talagang overpriced. Filean natin. O, pwede ba yun?
Last na tanong, Senator.
Yes.
Ang ini-imply nyo ba kung lahat ng itong investigasyon na ito ay walang mangyayari in the immediate as well as the medium term, an extrajudicial response from the people is a possibility?
I do not advocate that. Gusto ko ngayon pa lang may mangyari. Gusto ko lang we exert pressure on our leaders, so-called. We exert pressure on all these people who are supposed to do the investigation. Exert pressure. Go to the Senate. Go to the Congress. Yun ang sinasabi ko. Otherwise, I'll quote you the speech of, I think, was it Marulos? You blocks, you stones, you worse than senseless things. Di ba? Ayaw nyo lumaban eh. Talaga you deserve. If you're a coward, die a coward. Di ba? You cannot just say, walang mangyayari. Naiinis ako dyan eh. Yun ang palagi sabi natin mga Pilipino. Hindi pa nagsisula. Ay, mahirap lang ako. Wala akong laban dyan. Time to change our culture. Na dapat, kung may file ka, ilalaban mo all the way. Ngayon, bago ang ombudsman, pangit naman, papile ko yan. Dahil, bago na ombudsman, there's a new sheriff in town, papile mo. No, it's up now to the new ombudsman to look at the case again and look at all the evidence there are and let him do what he has to do. If he doesn't do it, then it's on him, not on me. Because that is his duty.
The people have agency, is what you're saying. We're not helpless. And on those very strong words, we will end the interview. Thank you so much for taking time to talk to us today, former Senator Richard Dick Gordon.
Maraming salamat, Senator.
Wow.
Thanks, Senator.
Thank you. I'm good to see you, all of you. All of you are great media people. At sawan natin ng tao. Kumalo tayo lahat. Thank you.